So once you press the OK button, which is at the top, the settings will be activated. Hi folks, hope you have gone through my previous video of unboxing this nice camera from Procus, and also I have done a small review of this camera. So if you have not seen that video first, please go through that video first. And in this video I am just focusing on the functions and all the options which are available on the screen, and what kind of output we will get from that. So from outside you have mainly 4 buttons. One is the mode button, that is in the front, and as soon as you switch on, the camera will be switched on. And the one more button is OK button, which is at the top, and there are 2 more buttons which are at the right side, which is up and down. So let me just start the camera. So for starting the camera, you have to long press the mode button. As soon as the camera starts, you can see the LED light being switched on, and one particular thing is that the moment camera is turned on, it automatically starts recording. You can see that it is recording in the setting of 720p and 120 frames per second. This is home screen of the camera, and you can see that it is currently set in 720 120 frames per second, and out of 64 GB, currently 59.3 GB is left for usage, and the TF indicates the flash card, and Wi-Fi currently it is not connected, and battery you can see, and the microphone it is showing here. So okay, now I will try to operate using OK mode button and up and down. So okay, so I am pressing the mode button now. Okay, so by default it will be there on the video mode. I select the mode button again. Okay, so first you have to stop the video since it is in recording mode. Now I have stopped the recording and it is showing the date and time. So when I press the mode, it will go in the camera mode. The first one was the video mode and the second one is camera mode. When you press again, it will go to the slow motion mode. When you press again, it will show the recent recorded video from the media section. And when you press again the mode button, it will go into the settings menu. So this is the point where I want to explain things. And also if you look at the indication lights, there is 2 indication lights in the screen section. One is basically indicating the camera is on or not. The other one will help in the recording time and when you are charging. And there is one more light here also. So this particularly when you are using by connecting to Wi-Fi, this particular light will glow. So unfortunately there is no sound indication when the camera is turned on or not. I have tried with all the settings. So the sound, even though it is there, it is very minute, and if you are putting on the helmet and using it during outdoor, it might not be of much help. So let me go ahead and explain the functions in the camera. Okay, now I am in the page of settings. So once you press the OK button, which is at the top, the settings will be activated. Okay, there are basically 5 modes. One is the video mode, which is currently shown here. The second one is the photo mode, and the third one is in general settings, and the fourth one is camera other settings, and the last one is the exit. So let me explain all the modes one by one, and currently I'm in the video mode. If you see in the video mode, the first option is the video resolution. So if you go inside that, so you can see following options are available. Starting with the 4K 30 frames per second, you have 2.7K 1080p 1080 with the 30 frame and 60 frame, 720 with the 120 frame, 720 with 60, 720 with 30. So following options are available. So currently I have set it in 720p 120 frames per second. Next option available is a recording sound on or off. You can turn it on and you can turn it off. So next option is space lapse. So currently it is in off. Space lapse is nothing but time lapse setting. You can keep the time lapse in 0.5, 1, 2, 5, 10 and up to 60 seconds. So currently I have set it in off. So next option is the loop recording, which is currently set in off. So if you want a loop recording when you are recording the video, so you can keep it in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. So following options are available. And in the main screen, the third option is the slow motion, and it can be adjusted from this screen. Slow motion currently it is set in 720p 120 frames per second. You can also go for 1080p 60 frames per second. Okay, so in the video screen, those are all the options which are available for adjustments. So let us go to the camera mode. Okay, in the camera mode you have the first option, that is photo resolution. So currently I have set in 16 megapixel. You can also set it to 12, 8, 5, 2. So following options are available. So I have kept it in 16 megapixel. So for the camera you have also self timer. You can set it to 3 second, 5 second, 10 second and up to 20 second. So time lapse photo. So if you are capturing a busy traffic lights and all, then maybe this time lapse photo will come in handy. So you can set it in 3 second, 10 second, 15 or up to 30 second. So I've set it in off. So it has also the option of taking a burst photo, that is more than one photo at a time with single click. So you have 3 photos per second, 5 photos per second, 10 photos per second. Following option are available. So that is all limited option in the camera area. So if you go to the next setting, so you have different options related to the camera options. So the first one is exposure. You can adjust the exposure depending on the level. Currently I have set it in 0 and you can go up to -3 and also in the positive side you can go up to +30. White balance can also be adjusted. Currently it is set in auto. You can set it in sunny, cloudy, incandescent light, fluorescent light depending on the usage. I have set it in auto. And when you are connecting your camera to mobile through the Wi-Fi, this particular thing has to be turned on. Currently I am recording this video with my mobile phone, so that is why I am not able to show this connection. Otherwise I tried this Wi-Fi setting also by connecting the camera to your phone, and it works seamlessly. Basically you have to connect to this particular Wi-Fi with this password, and all this setting what you are doing here in the camera can be easily done on the mobile screen. And you have to download the app from Procus from the Play Store, and that is all you require. And that is, I feel, is a more convenient way to change this settings, because you will be having the convenience of touchscreen from your phone, and through that you can just change all the settings with the comfort of your mobile screen with using touch screen. So there is one option called as image rotation. So this can also be done in this. So this particular option, I don't know why exactly it is used. So currently I've turned it off. So maybe I'm thinking that in the media section within the camera, when you click this option as image rotation, you can rotate the image like this. So I have not tried this option. So if you have tried it with this camera, just drop it in the comment. So currently let me keep it off. So there is one mode called as driving mode. So this particular mode you have to turn it on when you are using this in the driving, maybe when it is mounted in the helmet or when it is mounted on a moving vehicle. So maybe with this setting you will get some kind of digital stabilization. So currently I have set it in the on mode. There is one option by the name light source frequency. So currently I've set it in auto, and you can manually adjust it to either 50 Hz or 60 Hz. So next option is the LED light indicator. You can see this blue LED light. So either you can turn it off or on, turn it off, on, off, on. So currently I have kept it on because I want to get the indication when the camera is working and when the camera is off, and also during charging I want some indication. So that is why I kept it as on. So next option is auto screensaver, that can be set to 30-second or 20-second or 10-second, or you can keep it off. So basically when your camera is camera screen is not being used, so it will be set to screensaver mode. So that is why it is used. And auto shutdown, by default it will be kept to 3 or 5 minutes. So I have kept it to off because while using with the remote, handheld remote, so if it is in off, then you have to manually on the camera through the mode button, then only you will be able to use the remote. So that is why I have kept it in off, and this particular by default it was kept in 5 or 3 minutes. So I have kept it at off. And also note that when you keep it off, your screen will be working on the background and it will be consuming some battery. So if you are not using the remote auto shutdown, you can keep it in either 5 or 3 minutes. So next option is time watermark. When you are taking photos and videos, if you want the time watermark, then you can keep it on. I have kept it off because I do not want the time watermark. Volume you can adjust it as high, middle, low, or off, and I have currently kept it in high. Even though it is mentioned as high, it is not very high, and it is quite low. So let's go to next camera setting. So in this these are some miscellaneous settings which are of the camera, and in the language you can choose between English, Chinese and Portuguese, Dutch, French, Italiano, and all these languages are available. So unfortunately there are no Indian languages. I'm a bit surprised. So anyways, you can choose to use with the English. So date and time can be adjusted from here, and if you want live time to be displayed, you can adjust the time here. Okay, and the next option is to format. So when you select this, it will basically format the SD card, and you can use it. There is an option to reset to factory setting, just like in a mobile phone, and the firmware version can be checked from here. Though currently the firmware information is Model Rush version 2019 121V 3.3. This is last updated on 1st of December last year 2019. So maybe they'll be releasing one more update now, and the manufacturer is of course Procus. And in the last screen there is only one option, that is to exit to the camera mode, and when I press OK, it will go to this screen, and from here it is just owning and using of the camera. So that's it from my side. I've tried to give all the screen function of this simple camera so that it will be of use to you, and it is pretty simple, and just you have to use mainly the button of mode and OK, mode and OK, mode and OK, mode and OK, just to navigate through the screen. And if you don't want to navigate through this particular screen, then you can connect your camera to the smartphone through the Wi-Fi, and you have to download the Procus app, and through the Procus app whatever functions I have shown manually here, all those things can be done through the phone itself. So that's it from my end for this particular video. I'm not able to put video sample right away because I'm not able to go out now. I'm just hoping that this particular video is helping you to get some more knowledge on the camera and whether to buy it or not. So I'm ending my video here. If you have any doubt, just drop it in the comment. Thank you.